Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and as promised we have another scent war. Man, I couldn't wait, had to do it. So we've got Bath and Body Works versus Soldier Janeiro, but we've also got Bath and Body Works versus Bath and Body Works. I'll tell you about that when we get to it. So here we go then. It's the heavyweights versus the middleweights, if you will, if we're talking about boxing terms. So the heavyweights, Soldier Janeiro, because they're kind of up here in the market at the moment. Bath and Body Works, they're faring sort of in the middle there. They're not doing too bad. They're working their way up. So without further ado, let's introduce the contenders, shall we? We have Waikiki from Bath and Body Works, Soldier Janeiro 39, number 91. Dreaming of Rio, number 76, Soldier Janeiro. We have the Salted Shorelines, Bath and Body Works, Viva Brazil, Soldier Janeiro, Sundays in Rio, Costa Rica. From the Princess Collection, we have Tiana. In the back here, Japanese Cherry Blossom. And we have Snow White from the Princess Collection. And in the very back we have Belle, right there. And we have Danka Mystica. And we have Rapunzel from the Princess Collection. We also have Flor Mystica. We have Agua Mystica. And last but not least, we have Gingham from Bath and Body Works. Right. Let's get to it. I've got a few fun facts that I'll share with you, which you may know or you may not know as we go. So, first two we have Waikiki Beach Coconut versus Soldier Janeiro 39. What do we know about them? Well, you would have already seen Waikiki, but I'll just reiterate just in case you missed it. So this is beach coconut with the notes of tropical coconut, sun bleached woods and salt water breezes. Waikiki. This is by Bath and Body Works. Fun fact for you, just while I'm looking at the bottle, this particular bottle is made of 50% recycled plastic. Fun fact. There we are. Now that's going to go up against Soldier Janeiro number 39. What do we know about number 39? Well, I'll tell you. It's inspired by 1939. You may have heard of a Portuguese-born Brazilian performer by the name of Carmen Miranda. If you're not familiar with them, there's a film called Three Men and a Little Lady. Not Three Men and a Baby, Three Men and a Little Lady, I think it is. I think it's the second one, where Ted Danson's character dresses up as Carmen Miranda. She's famous for the big headdresses. So now you know who I'm talking about. And she made the 1939 tropical style iconic. And that's why this is called This is why this is called number 39, because it represents 1939. Now we're looking for notes of coconut cream, tropical orchid and toasted praline. And on the back here, it basically says unwind in paradise with the notes that I've just been talking about. So let's see what they're like. Well, as soon as I take the lid off, the coconut already hits me. So this is going to be fairly close, I think, because of obviously the Waikiki coconut as well. Right then, so let's see. Well, straight away, the coconut cream comes through. That's without question. You then get the tropical orchid. That's coming through straight away as well. That's in the middle there, the heart notes. And the base notes of the toasted praline. There's just a little hint of that at the end. But the main notes that we were looking for there were the coconut and the orchid, and they're very nicely there. So that would be number 39. That's what we were looking for there. But is it good enough to defeat Waikiki by Bath and Body Works? I'm spraying them individually to start with, and then we'll spray them together just to see if they clash or how they blend. Right, the Waikiki straight away. Yeah, it's more or less the same scent. I would say the coconut is a little less obvious. It's beach coconut, and then we have is the saltwater breeze. Yeah, I think out of the two of the Waikiki is, they're both very nice. The Waikiki is slightly weaker than the number 39, only slightly. But this is a mist as opposed to an eau de parfum. So with mists, the good part is you can spray the head and you can spray the body as well. So this is spring into summer, and this is more summer. So we're about the same as far as the time of year. Very similar. Very similar. What I am going to put on the screen for you now is some information regarding pulse points, and the reason it's important is it's where the areas on the body where the warmer spots are, where the dispersal of the perfume will be the greater. So if you look on screen now, that's some information about where you should wear any kind of perfume or even aftershave. More perfume, I think. It's where the blood is closest to the skin on the body. Anyway, if you pause the video, read that, and it gives you all the information you need to know about the pulse points and the correct way to apply any sprays or perfumes. So some fun facts for you there to enjoy. Okay. Oh, as I say, all you got to do is pause it and then have a little read. Okay. So I'll consider myself paused for a few moments. I'll just pause myself. There we go. Should give you enough time to read that. Then we'll carry on. Okay. So we're going to spray these two together now. Here we go. So they should be. I'm hoping they'll be very similar, which means that they'll blend. Oh yes, they do. The key ingredient here is definitely the coconut. It's very prevalent. It's very noticeable there. When you're applying it, this is a fun fact for you. It's good when you apply it behind the ears or just below the neck or the décolletage, this area here. When you go in to give somebody a hug, you smell really nice. Fun fact for you. You may or may not have known that already, but just you put it on as you please. But those are the correct areas and what you will have read before. Those are the correct areas to apply and reasons why. So read at your own leisure. Okay, these two match very nicely indeed. So I don't need to choose between them because they're very similar. The Waikiki and the 39, very similar. Because the coconut is very noticeable there. So I would call those maybe a draw. Would I recommend both of them? Yes, I would. Yes. Okay, moving on. We have Soldier Duo number 91. Now, this is a limited edition. What we have here is a representation of 1991 when we had the Brazilian pop remixes. So it's inspired by Brazilian pop remixes. There you go. I don't know any myself. Maybe you know it. Maybe you know some Brazilian pop remixes from 1991. Anyway, there you are. So, something for you to Google. Brazilian pop mixes for 1991. That's what the 91 means on here. Okay. Now we have notes. The notes are important because that's how you describe a scent. If you were describing a scent to somebody, another fun fact for you. We have Rio Pink Rose at the top, the heart notes, passion fruit, and honey caramel to finish off. And that's going to go up against 2. Sorry, the spacing is out of it. That's going to go up against Dreaming of Rio from Bath and Body Works. So, what do we know about Dreaming of Rio? Let's have a quick look at the scents on the back, if it tells me. Does it tell me anything about... here we are. Golden... Oh, yes. So, we have golden banana, we have the gardenia petals, and we have the cedarwood as well. So a real mix there, sort of fruity, if you will. We already know about the 91, so I've just told you. So let's have a go, shall we? So we'll go with the Dreaming of Rio first. Make sure I don't spray it into the camera. That would not be good, especially on that. Right, that's interesting. It's very subtle, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It means it's not overpowering. So we have banana. We do have the gardenia petals there, and the slightest suggestion of the cedarwood at the end. All the ingredients are there. That's very nice. It's very subtle though. Dreaming of Rio, very subtle. And now we have 91. We've already gone over what's in it, so let's spray that one. In between spraying, because nose blindness is a thing, if you're ever smelling perfumes, make sure that there's no other fragrances in the air. Make sure the air is clean and free. Otherwise, you have a thing called nose blindness, which means that your nose can't smell anything. All it's scent, your brain doesn't know what it's smelling. Okay, because there's too many scents, it overpowers it. Whack, nose blindness. So make sure the air is clear before you smell more than one fragrance. So the 91 it's floral and slightly fruity, with a hint of honey caramel. Which it is. It's very nice. It's a limited edition. Now we're going to see how they fare together. So here we go. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Well, if you want to combine, and this would make sense as well, because this is Brazilian and so is this, so that would make sense. They go very nicely together. It's because that's soft, a nice soft fruity fragrance, and this is, I would say this is along the same lines actually. The 91, slightly floral, but that doesn't distract from the fruitiness of it. So those two go together very nicely. Not much to choose from these two. I would say the lighter fragrance is probably the 91 actually. I would say that the 91. They're both very nice. I would both highly recommend you getting either of them. So far so good. So that's those two. Next, this is where it becomes a bit interesting. We have number 76, Sol de Janeiro, fun fact, 1976 was the era of the Brazilian discotheque. So that's why you have the 76 on there. And we have the notes of midnight jasmine, blackcurrant, and amber woods. So we know what we're looking for. So we'll come to this one in a moment. So let's just spray this one. Yeah, the jasmine is there. A hint of blackcurrant in the centre, so that's there. Can't quite smell the amber woods, but the jasmine and the blackcurrant are there, as I would expect. Yeah, it's a nice evening fragrance, I would say, with this one, which makes sense because it's a discotheque, and discotheques are generally in the evening, aren't they? So it's an evening fragrance, really, for that one. Now this one is Salted Shorelines. So let's have a look at go with this one. This is exactly what it sounds like. Salted Shorelines. There is no need for any explanation. It's exactly that, a salted shoreline. Yeah. It also smells a lot like Joe Malone Sage and Sea Salt, which is why Joe Malone goes perfectly with this one as well, just in case you're wondering. But for this particular scent wall, it's going up against number 76. So here we go. Ooh. Right. That's good and bad at the same time. The good parts is the black currant is very prevalent. The bad part of it is when it's mixed with the salted shoreline, it sort of cancels it out. So it's not disgusting together. Ugh. Right, now it's had a chance to settle. It's not disgusting, but it's not fabulous either. If I was to choose, I would go for use the salted shoreline on its own with maybe Joe Malone, as I suggested. Out of these two, I would really opt for the 76. The 76 is a bit more about it. So yeah, the 76, which doesn't surprise me. Salted shoreline though is very nice on its own, not together. Together they're not so good. Okay, moving on. So now we have Viva Brazil, and we have Sundays in Rio. Now, obviously, these are both Brazilian, so I'm expecting a lot of similarities. But the interesting thing is because that's Soldier Janeiro and that's Bath and Body Works, how do two brands will they clash or will they blend nicely? Only one way to find out. So, Sundays in Rio. What do we know about Sundays in Rio? Quite a lot, actually. So it's savour the energy of a Sunday in Rio with inviting notes of, we have warm vanilla, pink pepper, and amber musk. So there we are. So it's supposed to transport you to Rio. So, and Viva Brazil, Viva Brazil. Viva is, fantastic Brazil. Come on, Brazil. Hey, Brazil. Good Brazil. So what do we know about Viva Brazil? It's supposed to transport you to the beach. It's all that is good about it. Actually, it's right. You've got some zest here, so it's obviously a bit fruity. You've also got, it's got fresh guam, and you've also got some coconut as well. So everything that is good about Brazil in this one. So here we go. If you notice, I'm talking in between, which allows the air time to clear, which is important for me, to so that my nose is clear and you can smell what I'm spraying in the air. That's the reason I'm talking in between, because of that reason. Yeah, everything's there. That's a really nice scent, very prevalent. So now we'll go for Sundays in Rio. Yeah, it's a Sunday in Rio. I have smelt this one before, but I haven't smelt it with Viva Brazil. Those two are very nice together. They blend well. I would recommend both. Yeah, no problems with those two at all. Very nice scents, both of them. Highly recommend both of them. So that's Sundays in Rio and Viva Brazil. Very nice. Right, now this is where I'm doing this in two halves. So we're going to come to the last lot for this particular video. So I'm doing it in two halves. We have Costa Rica. This one is Pink Pineapple Sunrise, Costa Rica, and we have Princess Tiana. So these are both Bath and Body Works, but they're different. They're different in a lot of ways. So we're going to have a look at Costa Rica first. What do we know about Costa Rica? Let's have a look. Wake up to the sweet scent of pink pineapple juice and the sunrise breaking through the palm trees. So there we go. So will the sunrise break through the palm trees, or will it shatter? Let's have a try. Yeah, that's nice. It's exactly what I expected. It transports you to Costa Rica. The pink pineapple is there. The sunrise is there. It's exactly what I expected. Now, try Tiana. So, what do we know about Princess Tiana? Let's have a look. So I've got a few notes. Here we are. So, it's a fresh floral aquatic scent blend of delicate water lily, gilded amber, and shimmering bayou woods. Top notes of water lily, heart notes of gilded or warm amber, and base notes shimmering bayou woods. So let's I'll spray first of all in the air. So this is Tiana from the Princess collection. So I'll spray that in the air. Well, yeah, it's fresh, it's floral, it's aquatic. It's very nice. It's exactly what I expected Tiana to smell like. So yeah, water. It's fresh and floral and aquatic. It's very soft scent, but they are the Disney Princesses collection, so that's what I'm expecting. Now we're going to spray them together. So Bath and Body Works is going to do battle with Bath and Body Works. Wow, let's see what's going to happen here. Wow. Wow. Wow, what a scent. Well, in all my time doing scent wars, which is a long time now, I've got to say, Costa Rica and Tiana is by far, together, the best scent I've ever come across together. These blend so nicely together, they really do, which is interesting. But if you wanted to experiment, wear two scents together, I highly recommend Costa Rica Pink Pineapple Sunrise with a hint of Tiana. I would highly recommend those two together. Wow, what a perfect match! What a scent! Very nice. So that would be my recommendation. Those two together, very nice. I wasn't expecting that. So there we go. Now the difficult part, which is my favourite. I'm not. I'm torn now. Which is my favourite? Well, from my reaction, I think very nice, and very nice, and sort of. Those two are obviously blend together. I think I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'm not sorry. No. From my reaction, I think I'm going to go, and these two actually beat Soldier Junior number 39 and number 91 and number 76. So we have our first Bath and Body Works victory over Soldier Janeiro. So Costa Rica plus Tiana are my favourites by a country mile. They wear them together, they're lovely. The scent is absolutely lovely. That's my recommendation. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but it did. So those two together, absolutely lovely, delightful. So, close my notes for today. And there you have it. That was Soldier Janeiro versus Bath and Body Works versus Bath and Body Works. Hope you enjoyed it. Part 2 coming up in a couple of days' time when I've filmed it. In the meantime, have a magical day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Be kind. Kindness always replaces kindness. And I'm off to watch the Ladies FA Cup final. It's Manchester City versus Brighton, and it's on Channel 4 in a few minutes. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.